Today we're going to be looking at some nice guys. Now if you don't know what a nice guy is, it's basically a guy who makes himself out to be a very lovely person. However, it's all fake, it's persona. Basically, it's a guy who pretends to be nice so it means he can get things in exchange for his niceness. And you're going to see that a lot in this video.
Hey. Hi. Hello. Howdy. You are perfect. You are gorgeous. You are wonderful and amazing and beautiful. And my little munchkin. I just want to let you know that nobody can ever take you away from me. And if any man goes near you, they'll have me to put up with.
I think I've just vomited in the back of my throat. I'm terrified and have severe trauma. I'm way feel like that actually was traumatic. And the thing is, some guys are actually like that. Girls as well. But it's like, oh, I could never be in a relationship with somebody like that.
You're not unattracted to him because he's the nice guy. You're unattracted to him because he's feminine. When I was single and most of my friends were single, I would hear girls all the time say, he's just too nice. I'm just not attracted to nice guys. And I would be like, it's not that he's nice, it's that he's feminine and passive. And that is naturally unattractive to a feminine woman because there's no polarity. So it's not that you're unattracted to the guy that is interested in your emotion, that's interested in your feelings. You're unattracted to him because he's showing up equally emotional and equally in touch with his feelings at the wrong time. So a feminine man, a feminine guy will be always expressive. He will be always a little too sweet, a little too touchy-feely because he's feminine, not because he's not showing up in a masculine way where there's structure and your feminine feels safe to be your feminine natural self because he's doing that. So you can't do that if there's no polarity in the relationship, if there's no polarity in a dynamic. Let's say you're on a first date and at first you're like, wow, he's so kind, but then you notice like he's really kind, like he's really a little too nice. He's not being too nice. He's just a more feminine man. And there are women who really appreciate that, mostly women who are a bit more in their masculine. They're gonna be more attracted to the nice guy because there's polarity there. If you are a more feminine feeling person, you're not gonna be attracted in a dating relationship to somebody who is equal in that same dynamic as you, because then there's no room, there's no like structure. You're both just like goo in the relationship. You know what I mean? Like there's not a lot of motivation or drive because that polarity is missing. So stop telling yourself that you just aren't attracted to nice guys because you probably are. You're just finding feminine guys and calling them nice guys.
I'm gonna be completely honest, I don't know if we were on about the same type of nice guy. I think she's talking about a soft guy rather than a nice guy. I don't think anyone in America would still consider nice being feminine, given how much more common that is in men. Okay, so I think she's talking about soft guys, you know, like feminine guys rather than nice guys. To me, a nice guy is a guy who pretends to be nice when realistically he's just not. Nice guy equals he has no boundaries, so yeah, that's basically what I'm thinking. I think me and her might have been on about different types of nice guys. Nice guys always finish last. I'm on your side with all but one of those. Obviously the Will Ferrell one, lol. But number one is nice guys always finish last. Why is that? Myself included, I have a handful of friends that are typical nice guys. And in many cases when we've literally been flat out and said this isn't gonna work, you're too nice, okay. So I guess I gotta treat women like crap in order to have a relationship nowadays, which isn't something nice guys agree with. Yeah, so, put it this way, if all of you and your friends have got denied by a lot of women for being too nice, there's a reason for that. It's not because you're too nice, it's probably because they think it's fake. It doesn't seem sincere to them. Honestly, I have to disagree with that one. I've dealt with my share of nice guys, and being nice is a bare minimum in any sort of friendship or relationship. Some guys focus their entire personality in being the nice guy and grow to expect something in return because of that. The nice guy persona screams victim mentality. There's always an underlying problem. Since nice guys have that mask with calling themselves nice guys and use it as an excuse to treat women like crap, no woman wants to be treated like crap. There's obviously something deeper going on if that's the mentality nice guys have. Exactly, like whenever he was saying, oh, women want to be treated horribly. What women? Literally, what woman? What woman wants to go out of their way to get their heart broken? Because I don't know any of them. $100 he'll miss the point entirely and swinging around you in a guilt trip and reply. Because how dare you have an opinion, nice guy struggle lol. The way he responds to her is probably why he's gonna be single. I just feel like he's gonna gaslight her. And yet again, that's why you're single. Not because you're a nice guy. It's because you're fake. I hope you're doing okay. I wanted to give you a few days to gather your thoughts. Honestly, it really threw me off when you said you were uncomfortable. I have no idea why you'd feel that way. I'm a super nice, respectful guy with a bright future. I never did anything but show respect and kindness. I know I'm not just putting on a pretty face to get you to take your clothes off. I honestly really liked you and it bummed me a lot when you said that. I would still love to talk to you and see what happens because I really liked you a lot and you were someone I clicked with really well. I just wanted to say that I hope you're doing well and I'd love to hear from you again. You really made me smile. Yet again, I hate reading messages like that because right here he said, no, I'm not just putting on a pretty face to get you to take your clothes off. To me, that sounds like he's admitting his true intentions in that message. It's kind of like whenever someone cheats and then they accuse you of cheating. They're admitting to their lies and their accusations. Thanks for the message. I've been struggling to come up with words to describe how I felt. You were a perfect gentleman and very nice. I don't think it's anything to do with you. I'm still trying to figure out why my reaction was so drastic, but I can't deny that it happened. I wish you all the best, but I can't continue any kind of relationship with you. Again, it's nothing about you, and I really hope law school is great for you. I know you'll make a difference. Okay, so that was her response, a pretty normal, lovely response. Let's see how he replied. Yeah, lol, you've got problem. That's the dumbest effing thing I've heard in my life. You are the problem because you have to screw loose and create problems out of nothing. I never did anything but show you love. Go get in some medication because obviously you've some problems. Also, don't judge somebody because they have flags in the wall. That is the dumbest effing thing I've ever heard in my life. Thanks for wasting my time, my gas, and getting my hopes up. Go get effed, you stupid bee. Yeah, so that right there is probably why she felt a bit off with you. Ladies and gentlemen, that right there is what you call a nice guy. I'm a super nice, respectful guy with a bright future. 1, 2, 3, go get effed, you stupid bee. He did the thing. Exactly, like he literally explained to us what a nice guy was. Like they love bomb you and then they hate you. They basically are a bunch of narcissists.
All about me. Because guess what? That's what's gonna happen. He's not gonna let me be your friend. He's not gonna let us do something together. And there's no way it's gonna be able to work. And you're gonna have to come to a point where you're gonna choose him or me, and you're gonna choose him. You will. Because that's what everyone does. That's what always happens. It's never me. I'm never good enough.
Okay, so from what I could hear from that video, the girl's got a boyfriend and he isn't happy with that. He's now saying that the boyfriend is going to slowly push him out of the picture and they're never going to be friends again. Maybe it's best if she lost a friend like him. The bike makes it so much funnier. Honestly, I'm surprised he didn't run her over. I think it's quite good that he zoomed away. He's going to ride his bike to the woods and angrily dance in the headlights to work through his feelings. Or maybe he's going to try and crash it. Have you ever gotten really upset and had like meltdown over something and then you wanted to end your life? I feel like he's going to like try and drive off a cliff or something like that. I'm an a-hole for telling my friend that the nice guy mindset won't get him anywhere. I, 19 male, have been friends with this guy 18 for about a year now. In our friend group, it's very well known that he doesn't get very far in relationships with other people, especially women. And his excuse for this is always because people don't really like respectful, nice guys. For me, it's completely different. I'm moderately attractive and I like to take a lot of care of myself by working out and staying well kept, which makes me approachable to a lot of people. Despite this, I'm not very good at communicating when approached by random people and I'm a bit closed off. My friend is always comparing himself to me, constantly victimizing themselves when I reject people and basically calling me rude and saying the girls only like it when guys are disrespectful. Yet again, they don't. That's just not true. I don't know where this has come from. Girls do not want guys who'll break their heart. No woman wants that. I always hear people saying that. It's like, what type of woman wants that? Who would want a boyfriend who breaks their heart? This has always made me madly frustrated because of my own separate opinions, but I've never said anything until now. Last night, me and my friend both went to the mall after work as I needed help picking up a birthday gift for my mum. I was tired and not in that good of a mood, but I was determined to get something for my mum by the end of the day. We decided to take a break and get food, and as we're walking around, an older woman stops me and starts asking me if I'm single. Because I wasn't in the mood to start any conversations, I lied and said that I had a girlfriend and ended it there. As she was walking away, my friend started to complain again, telling me how much women hate respectful guys and how different the situation would be if it were him. I couldn't take it anymore. After he was done, I told him I wasn't being anywhere near disrespectful, and it was actually more disrespectful to compare himself to me. I told him that the only reason people don't like him is because of the fact that he keeps playing the nice guy, and that he should stop bragging about being nice because it's quite literally the bare minimum and basic human decency. So being nice only for his benefits won't get him anywhere. This makes him upset for obvious reasons, and he won't answer any of my texts. A lot of my friends are telling me how mean I was to call him out like that, and they're also saying I should apologize, but I seriously think he needed to hear that I'm an a-hole. Let me think. No. Put it this way, if he's living a victim mentality, you need to stamp that out of him. Victim mindset, victim mentality, it's not a good way to be. There's a lot of people who live their lives like that. They believe that no matter what, they're always the victim. And to me, it sounds like the reason he doesn't have any good luck with girls is because of who he is. Like, because he acts like that. Dude needs to grow up and work on himself, and his failures aren't your fault. Being nice isn't the problem here. The problem is that he's whining and complaining all the time, and nobody wants wants some self-pitying mode. Besides, nice people don't have to announce it. It shows women probably think he's insincere, not the a-hole. Yeah, so that person basically said everything I was saying. If someone constantly says that they're a nice guy, a nice friend, a nice shimmy, they're not. They're the complete opposite. Like, if you're actually a good person, you won't have to tell that to every single person you meet. They will be able to tell that you're nice.
It's the story time of the time I dated the nice guy. The nice guy. Pathological liar whose heart I broke because I just couldn't take it anymore. Fun fact, I met this guy on Twitter. Also, this is pathetic. This guy on Twitter, and he had been liking my tweets a million times, right? And we'll call him Jason. No, we won't. No, we won't. That's my father's name. We will not call him.
Oh, damn.
Jeff. We'll call him Jeff. He'd been liking my tweets, and back in the day, liking someone's tweets was kind of like a, hey, I'm trying to get at you. Like, this is like a little flirty moment. I caught on. I was like, okay, he's liking my tweets, and I look at his account, and the profile picture was like an old one. Kind of tell that this picture was like older, but I felt like, oh, maybe he's just like a boy. Like, he doesn't ever update his profile picture. No.
I actually went for that a few days ago. Basically, I was in a dating app and I seen a photo of a guy and I was like, oh my god, he looks so good. I looked more at the picture and I could tell it was definitely an older picture. Have you ever looked at photo quality and known it's from like 2016 from like the old iPhone cameras? Because on the dating app he was saying he's like 28, but like in the photo he looked 22. And it's like, why are you using pictures of you from 5 years ago?
Just kind of waiting on him to like message me because I was just not interested enough to like be like, I see you liking my tweets, like let's get together. No, that was not the vibe. I end up tweeting something like, I hate when people like all my tweets but are too scared to message me, like grow up, like just like completely dogging him. He ends up messaging me and asking me on a date, and I was like, fair enough, like I'll go on a date with him, whatever. So that was kind of it. I was just like, yeah, I'll go on a date. You guys are gonna be at me like, why would you go on a date with a stranger? That's literally how all relationships happen. Also, we had mutual friends, so it like wasn't a big deal. Picking me up in his car, which, ladies, the worst idea in the world. Always bring your own car to your first date. Don't have a car, like find your own way there because you want to be able to leave when you want to leave. Makes me to get a garbage plate, which I feel like is a reoccurring theme with me in first dates. I'm like, Steve, I'm already feeling like, you know, this is not gonna work. He's too nice. This is really weird. Opens the door for me, and then he stops at his house and introduces me to his father on the first date. At this time, I had a really hard time like cutting people off and just like ending things where they are because I just felt guilty. I felt like I owed people things. After this date, I kept responding slowly, but like I was still responding. I was still entertaining, which I know was messed up. And it was around Valentine's Day. And on Valentine's Day, he shows up at my house after us texting, and he brings me a necklace, a teddy bear, and chocolates. A necklace? A necklace? I get a teddy bear and chocolates, but like we're like a necklace? Also, like the necklace was hideous. I'm sorry. It was really hideous. I already know what you guys are gonna say. We ended up hanging out again. It was so nice, and I was trying to convince myself, like, Emily, you're supposed to like him. Like, he's nice, he's respectful, like, you're supposed to like him. And this time, since the second seal had already been torn, we hang out at his house with his father. His dad literally got us, like, chicken and, like, got us a whole dinner, and we just sat in his living room. Aww. And then he starts talking to me about the army. Why is this such a man thing to, like, lie about going into the army? To be like, I'm going into the army so that you'll be like, no, stay for me, stay for me. Like, no. If you want to go, like, do that. Like, do that. Like, I just go do that. Anyways, we're like booed up on the couch, and obviously like we're watching a movie, so I can kind of like see his phone. I'm clocking behaviors. He has it upside down. He's not really checking it that much, but it's getting blown up. He's an army man as well. Why is the nice guy's phone getting blown up? Flips it over quickly, and I see my name, and it's not my name, but it's someone with the same name as me. It was his ex-girlfriend. It was his ex-girlfriend. He explains to me that they dated and that she's like crazy, like, I'm just like, right. I decided in my head, as soon as I get home, I'm ending this because he lied about wanting to go into the army. He's lying about this girl, whatever. Go to part.
Okay, so we do have part 2 that we're about to watch. There were so many red flags there. First of all, you met his parents straight away, and second of all, he was in the army. Nothing against army guys, however, there is a theme with a lot of these videos. A lot of the times, a guy will be in the army, he'll go away and he'll have like a secret girlfriend or like start an affair. Now, that's not all army men, however, it's been quite a lot. Keep in mind, I've done over 1,000 videos in this channel. Like, we've watched a few army cheating TikToks. We're about to watch part 2, however, let's have a look at the comment. Liking tweets equals liking an IG story. Wait, is that a flirting thing? People always like my Instagram stories. Is that them trying to flirt with me? Oh my god, I never knew that. Introducing parents on the first date is insane, exactly. And keep in mind, she actually went to India's house, didn't she? You do not do that, that's how you're gonna get cut up and put into a body bag. I mean, it was lovely that his dad cooked them chicken. However, like, oh, you don't go into someone's house.
Part 2 of the story time of the time I tried to date the nice guy and ended up breaking his heart. Sorry that I have to do a part 2, but they took my 10-minute feature away. Why did they do this? Anyway, so I decided as soon as I get home that I'm gonna just kind of end this. I feel like he's pathologically lying. I'm just not trusting it. He's too nice. There has to be something wrong with this guy. Plus, like, his profile picture was so old that, like, he did not look like that at all.
I've been through that.
Takes me home, and I'm expecting to just, like, get out of the car, go inside, and then in a couple hours be like, hey, I don't think it's working. Okay, well, on the car ride home, he starts telling me how he's falling in love with me, and it had only been like a week and a half. Like,
Oh, wait.
that's so sweet, thanks. Actually, something I've done a lot, like with every boyfriend I've ever had, they always tell me they love me first, and I usually will say thank you because I just have a problem being vulnerable. I guess it's kind of that, and it's also like, sometimes I'm just not in love yet. I'm just not there. And in this case, I was just not there. I like say thanks, and I walk in the house and whatever, and I'm deciding how am I about to go about this, because this is going to be horrendous. But at the same time, I felt like he was a pathological liar. I'm like, you're telling me you're going to the army so that I'll simply say stay, and like you have your girlfriend still. Basically explain just that. I'm like, I don't want to be with someone for long distance, you know, and like I saw you texting your ex-girlfriend, I just don't want the mess. He tells me she's like crazy and like they're not together and like, you know, she still has feelings for him and whatever, and I'm just like, yeah, whatever.
But they're still texting.
He's like heartbroken. He's like telling me he's crying. He like wants to come see me. He like wants to come make up and explain things to me. For a really long time, part of me felt like, wow, I kind of fumbled. Like he was actually really nice until the other day. Found out on Facebook that he is now married to that girl and living in a faraway place, working for the army. He was telling the truth about something though. He did in fact go into the army. He actually really was really nice. I say all of this to say that the nice guy is always just a love bomber, and that's why I don't like them. He always is giving disingenuine, just be a little bit mean to me and I'll probably be interested. Okay, so that's the story. Bye.
She had a gut feeling and she trusted that gut feeling and it turned out to be the truth. Nice guys are usually convert narcissists. Exactly. It's the fact that he's basically love bombing you. Oh my god, that's something they do. They make you feel so amazing and they tear you down. Now that is a nice guy. They always say they are crazy ex-GF, but they're still hooking up with them in the side. Exactly. Why is your ex-GF texting you while you're on a date with somebody? You're basically talking to her and your ex-GF is messaging you. Now, I'm so sorry. That right there is one of the many red flags in that video. And thank God she cut it off in the end. Well, anyways, guys, let's leave a video there. That's some nice guys who weren't so nice. If we seem to look at more nice guys, let me know definitely will. Press like or subscribe button. See you all tomorrow for another video.